In January 2026, the global K-pop industry found itself once again orbiting a familiar name. Jungkook, the golden Maknae of BTS, rose to second place in the brand reputation rankings among K-pop idols, marking one of the most talked-about jumps of the month. The result did not come quietly. It arrived with a wave of public reaction, online discussion, and renewed fascination that reminded everyone why Jungkook remains one of the most powerful cultural figures of his generation. Brand reputation rankings are often treated as a mirror of public sentiment, measuring not only visibility but also trust, influence, and emotional connection. In January 2026, Jungkook's name stood out with an index score that showed a clear and significant increase compared to the previous month. Analysts and fans alike describe the rise as explosive, not because Jungkook is new to the top tiers of such rankings, but because of the speed and intensity of the public response that fueled this climb. Throughout late 2025 and into the start of the new year, Jungkook's presence in global conversations intensified. His name trended repeatedly across platforms, driven by music achievements, fashion appearances, brand collaborations, and subtle but impactful public moments that fans quickly amplified. The January ranking captured this momentum at its peak, reflecting how deeply his image resonated with the public at that time. One of the most striking aspects of Jungkook's January 2026 brand reputation surge was the diversity of audiences contributing to it. Longtime armies remained a powerful force, but the data also suggested increased engagement from casual listeners, international fans outside traditional K-pop markets, and even industry observers who do not typically participate in idol fandom culture. This broad appeal strengthened Jungkook's reputation index, demonstrating that his influence extends far beyond the boundaries of a single fanbase. Public discussions surrounding Jungkook during this period often centered on authenticity. Fans praised what they perceived as a genuine connection between Jungkook and his audience, a quality that many believe sets him apart in an industry known for carefully curated images. Every appearance, whether on stage, in a promotional campaign, or through social media mentions, seemed to reinforce the idea of an artist who remains relatable despite immense fame. Music remained at the heart of Jungkook's brand power. Even without constant releases, his previous works continued to perform strongly on streaming platforms, while fan-driven playlists and viral clips kept his voice and image circulating online. In January 2026, discussions about Jungkook's musical direction, vocal growth, and artistic future were everywhere, contributing positively to sentiment analysis within the brand reputation metrics. Fashion and luxury branding also played a crucial role in shaping Jungkook's January image. His association with high-profile global brands generated significant media coverage, especially when photos or short videos surfaced showing him at events or wearing signature pieces. These moments were quickly shared and analyzed, reinforcing his status as a trendsetter whose choices influence consumer behavior worldwide. The Brand Reputation Index reflected this commercial impact, as positive associations with premium brands boosted his overall score. What made this rise particularly notable was the comparison to the previous month. December rankings already placed Jungkook high among K-pop idols, but January showed a clear upward trajectory rather than stagnation. Analysts pointed to increased positive mentions, stronger engagement ratios, and a decline in negative or neutral commentary. The public narrative around Jungkook in January 2026 was overwhelmingly affirmative, focused on admiration, anticipation, and respect. Industry experts noted that Jungkook's ability to maintain relevance without oversaturation is a key factor behind his brand strength. Rather than constant exposure, his appearances and projects are perceived as meaningful events. Each new development feels significant, prompting fans and media outlets to react intensely. This pattern was evident in the January rankings, where fewer but highly impactful moments outweighed sheer volume. International media coverage further amplified Jungkook's reputation. Articles, interviews, and commentary from outlets across Asia, Europe, and the Americas highlighted his influence not just as a K-pop idol, but as a global pop figure. This global framing elevated his brand beyond regional boundaries, aligning him with artists whose reputations are measured on a worldwide scale. Social media analytics from the period showed spikes in keyword searches related to Jungkook, particularly around his name, combined with terms like impact, influence, and global icon. These trends contributed directly to the brand reputation index, which weighs online interest and public discourse heavily. January 2026 became a month where Jungkook's digital footprint expanded noticeably. Fans reacted emotionally to the ranking announcement. Across platforms, messages of pride, celebration, and gratitude flooded timelines. Many fans described the second-place ranking not as a ceiling, but as a milestone on an ongoing journey. The collective sentiment was less about competition and more about recognition of Jungkook's consistent growth and dedication. The cultural significance of Jungkook's brand reputation cannot be separated from BTS's broader legacy. While each member has carved out a distinct identity, Jungkook's rise in January 2026 demonstrated how individual artistry can thrive while still being connected to a legendary group narrative. His success reflected both personal achievements and the enduring influence of BTS as a whole. From a marketing perspective, Jungkook's ranking sent a clear signal to brands and partners. High brand reputation scores often translate into increased consumer trust, and Jungkook's January surge positioned him as one of the most valuable figures for endorsements and collaborations. Industry insiders suggested that this momentum could lead to even more high-profile partnerships in the months ahead. Critically, the ranking also highlighted Jungkook's resilience in a rapidly changing industry. K-pop continues to evolve, with new groups and idols debuting each year. Maintaining a top-tier brand reputation requires adaptability, relevance, and emotional resonance. Jungkook's ability to rise in January 2026 showed that he remains deeply aligned with public expectations while still shaping trends rather than chasing them. The second-place position sparked conversations about future rankings. Fans and analysts alike speculated on whether this upward trend could continue, especially if new music projects or global appearances were announced. The sense of anticipation surrounding Jungkook's next move added another layer to his brand value, as expectation itself became a driving force in public engagement. January 2026 will likely be remembered as a defining moment in Jungkook's post-debut narrative, not because it marked his first success, but because it reaffirmed his staying power. Rising to 2 in brand reputation rankings among K-pop idols underscored a truth that fans have long believed. Jungkook's influence is not fleeting, and his connection with the public continues to deepen over time. As the year unfolds, the January rankings stand as a powerful snapshot of Jungkook's current standing in popular culture. They capture a moment when public response, media attention, and fan devotion aligned perfectly, propelling him upward and reminding the industry of his unique position. In an era where attention shifts rapidly and trends change overnight, Jungkook's January 2026 brand reputation surge tells a story of consistency, authenticity, and global resonance. It is a story that goes beyond numbers, reflecting an artist whose name alone can ignite conversations, emotions, and admiration across the world. And as the rankings continue to evolve month by month, one thing remains clear: Jungkook's presence at the top is not an accident. It is the result of years of artistry, connection, and an ever-growing bond with the public that shows no sign of fading.